recording going for you guys. All right. So, first things first.
Adam,
Yes, sir.
Amy is asking what she could improve in this game.
I will get to it. Don't worry.
Okay.
All right. So, first things first. You guys open up, right?
Yeah, I say Blitzcrank's going to invade.
Exactly. What do we do when he's going to invade and we think he's going to invade? Boom. Surprise, it works, guys.
Yeah,
All right. The only time this doesn't work if we have such a bad level 1 team in which then you would just, put a ward and leave, right?
yeah. Do you think my word's good? Because
Yeah, it's fine, right? Because you're trying to see if they come up, right? As well as, I believe, it's okay. It would have been better if top lane placed.
I was late in this split
Yeah, if top lane
because
places ward, it's really good, right? Because top lane is going to get pushed in because he's on opposite side of the map for the most part from what we're doing. Or not pushed in, but he needs to play safe, right? So he
okay,
doesn't need the ward as much. You guys are going to be pushing, yeah?
yeah.
So the ward's a little bit more important because it's Lee Sin, he can 3 camp, yeah?
yep.
All right, so getting into laning phase, I want to see what's going on bot lane real quick. Okay, so first things first, you guys come back. Obviously, you had to recall. Totally get it. Um, this has to do with like rope again, right? As in like you guys wanna play this together. So like this is okay, but like we can still use our abilities, right?
Uh-huh. Okay.
Right? If we're talking about things to improve on. If you get hooked here, this is a double root, right? And you just walk away while Caitlyn hits them for free. Our goal here, right, is to try and poke them down. So honestly, I think you should have. Actually, it's fine because the invade. I just realized why you started Q. Makes sense.
Yeah, in this moment, my thought was like to get the wave to make more minions and stack the wave and poke them under the turret because of Lux Gately.
Okay. Yes, that's what you want to do, but what do we do wrong here?
I think I'm didn't manage weight. I don't think manage weight is the right word, but the wave is not as it should be.
It's double ranged into Ezreal. Should he or Blitzcrank ever be allowed to walk up for free at all?
No, yeah, I think
Right?
I
So
think
like these
he should
guys
have.
need to get punished for walking up.
Yep.
Right? We can stand together and literally just auto them. Right? On the other side, what do we need to do as bot lane to make this gank succeed? Right? Sedge is on 2 more camps until she comes bot. What do we do when we're trying to gank bot level 3 or with a level 3 jungle?
It's not dive, right?
Well, it is a
We
dive,
need
but what do we
to
need to do with the wave?
manage the wave and preserve HP.
Yeah, we need to, zone them off the wave, right? And we need to make sure the wave crashes on third wave, right?
And
We
ult.
crash early, right?
Yeah,
Which what does that give them? That gives them level 2.
yeah, yeah.
If they're level 1, do they die?
Yes.
Exactly, right? So we need to zone. How are these guys allowed to walk up? Right? We're Lux Caitlyn,
Yeah.
right? Blitzcrank only has 1 hook. Just stand in front of a creep and smack this guy in the forehead. Right? No need to be scared. Like we're taking turns walking up. You get what I'm saying? But like we get level 2 here, these guys should never hit level 2, right? Before the gank happens. So you'll see, right? How
Yeah.
we're pushing too fast here.
Yeah. I think I was a little scared of the scene because we knew he was on both side. and like he could
Yeah,
be
so's your jungle. He's on his way. You're fine. 3v3. You win.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
In this moment with this wave, what do you think that we should start to think? Because if I'm if I'm in bot, I don't want to do this dive with this kind of wave. Because you see, we are just
So
looking the cannon.
you guys can do one of two things. You can either step up here and dive, or you can back off. Now the thing is, you're level 3, Sejuani's level 3, so I think this is doable. Right?
Okay.
And we
Now,
have the information that Lee Sin was in bot side, right?
yeah.
Out.
Well, we have information that he probably cleared bot side, right? We didn't get the ward because, obviously, it didn't work out. But that's okay, right?
Yeah.
So we know that he's going to most likely start bot side, which means that either he's going to be here, right? Or he's going to be, obviously going top, right? Clearing towards top.
Yeah.
And at this point, he'd be here. If that makes sense.
Yes.
So, first off, two things. Lux needs to start off this dive, which she does, right? And then two, right? When Lux starts this dive, Sejuani, you have to hit whoever gets bound. You cannot change targets here. There was miscommunication on whether Ezreal or Blitzcrank, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, I don't remember what you said about Blitz.
I said that,
I
like,
said-
if Ezreal's hard to kill, you can go Blitz.
I said Blitz on this because he lost the shield.
So if
he
bind
didn't
hits
have
here,
to-
right?
the-
What it,
the- My bad that I did not wait at the bind. I did the Q at the same time that the bind hit.
well, because there's a few things that need to happen, right? A, we bind, Lux starts the dive, right? She tanks. She should tank as much as she can, right?
Yeah.
On the outside of the gank, because guess what? She can do everything that she needs to do from here, right?
Indeed. Yes.
She can stand like here and just leave when her health gets low. 2, we go on the target that's bound. You know why? Because we're playing Caitlyn. We put a trap, right? Sejuani jumps in, Caitlyn E's, Caitlyn Q's, right? This guy's dead, right? Sejuani full combo, easy kill, no?
Yeah, yeah.
Not
Then
bad.
Sejuani just flashes out, and it's good. But few things go wrong. Lux doesn't tank as much as she can, right?
If she tank one more hit, does she die?
I don't think so, and even so, she'd be executed, right? Because she hasn't taken damage,
Yeah, makes sense.
right? So I think Lux needs to tank one more hit, and obviously Sejuani needs to commit onto the bound target, right?
Yep, I see.
Right? Because like, look at all the damage we split. Blitz is now halved. This guy's now getting halved. Then we change to Blitzcrank, and we get the Blitzcrank, but it's like all too late. Right? If we had done this to Ezreal, Ezreal dies, and Blitzcrank can't do any of this to you guys.
Yeah.
That one was my mistake. Even though I said Blitz before, I should have waited the snare to land.
It's okay. It's okay. Like
I
that.
was-
Like I said,
I
I
was
would rather you
thinking-
guys go for this and try it out, right? Try it on for size, see what went wrong, think about what in the next time that we try this play, right? What do we need to do? What do we need to talk about? What's important, right?
Exactly.
And remember, there's always, even if we're playing to do this, if it doesn't feel good, right? If we mess up the wave like this and they get level 2, hey, you can call it off. Just recall, go top. Right? Just recall, go top, clear your camps. Right? Right? All you have to do in this situation is literally help them set up vision, then you can recall, go top, clear your camps, and they're chilling, right? Now you guys push out. This is awesome. Super good. The next thing I'm going to bring up is I like that you guys this is a great catch by Emmy, by the way. But I like that you guys go and do the swap. Good job on Camille for swapping early, right?
This is my bad. I thought
Yeah.
my character was going to top. I didn't see.
Yeah, I was watching. I'm like, I know he knows. Is he going to realize? So basically, you're sacking an entire like almost 2 waves here, right? Into a turret because we just don't go where we need to be. It's okay. It happens. So we ended up opening mid, which works out, right? We get all the grubs. Super good. You guys then knew what you needed to do.
Adam, in this moment in the bot lane, you can go back a little bit.
Sure.
I don't have information at all, so I was how can I say, I was dubbed because I didn't know what to do, if I can do a fast push or a slow push to shove the wave, because I
Okay.
have any information, so I didn't know what to do, so I just did a slow push and stay in fog.
This is what happens here, okay? Now, in solo queue, right? You're looking at this. If Ezreal didn't hit it, you're like, I'm fucked. Right?
Yeah.
This is not solo queue, this is team play, right? Your Caitlyn Lux are about to go ham on top turret, no?
Yeah.
So all you have to do is hang out. They have to push, right? Because they have to try and get something back.
Okay.
Right? They have to push.
But you should you think that in the wave before this I should have did the fast push because it's mage.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
It doesn't have the cannon, so it's fine to push.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
So-
The thing is that I think if you push fast here, it's fine because what happens if you see anybody, you just E away, right?
Yeah.
So as
was
long as you're
just
not committing
thinking
E to
about
this,
what to do.
you're fine to push this as fast as you can, right? Because there's no one showing here, and if they want to get the counterplay, right, they have to take Drake, right?
I was overthinking in this moment because I didn't know what kind of push I needed to do, and if the Ezreal for some reason shows in mid, I have 2 waves and I can show 2 waves in the.
Yeah. Like you're sneaking away as much XP and gold as you can here, right? Which is good. The thing is that like look what happens top lane, right? Like they have to push you in because look what's happening.
Yeah.
They- It's so free, right? Now yeah, Aurelia is getting nothing. Meanwhile, you're chilling. And as long as you're getting XP, it's okay. You just don't die, get XP, that's fine, right?
In this moment, I was so sure that they can never dive me because I have the passive and have
Yeah.
ult, so it's kind of hard to. Kill.
Exactly. And the bottom line is if your team is doing what they're supposed to, which because we're a team and we're working together, right? It doesn't matter you're not getting CS because neither is your lane opponent. So the person you're going to be matching, right, will be just as weak as you. If not, you're stronger, right?
Right.
Obviously, this strategy would work better with stuff like Cassante, right? Because Cassante is more of a donkey champion, which is harder to dive, etc. But like we did with Camille, it's fine, right? This is a good dive. You guys identify that you should dive here. Fantastic. This is another example of like who needs to start tanking, right? It works out, but you know, a good idea is like, you know, Lux can take a tower shot for the Sejuani, and then Sejuani takes the second one and then can get out, right? With flash.
I was afraid that Irelia could like go out. That's why I started because Lux was a little bit far for
Yeah,
the,
no, and it's okay. It worked out. I mean, you could have flashed out a little bit sooner, right?
yeah.
Like that like it goes both ways.
I could hit the Q and flash out. They just needed my Q.
Yeah, you can QW flash, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But point is that look, we take the tower, we rotate Caitlyn back bot, perfect, right? We're doing what we're supposed to. Caitlyn's eating these towers alive with grubs, right? Look how fed your Caitlyn is. For example, you're massive, bro. You're massive. Right?
This
So-
is a bad dive.
This is a good dive and a bad dive at the same time.
Oh,
So the thing is it's good that Sejuani's with you guys here, right? But there's a few things that happen, right? First off, mid gets pushed in, and we see Syndra heading bot. We see their support come in here, and we get the kill on support. Great, right? The problem here is there's a mixed call, right? They're collapsing, so there's two things that need to happen. Either you guys need to dive this Ezreal now, right? And get the heck out of there, or you need to just back off, right? Waste their time, right? They're responding to your play. Look where your Camille is with a bunch of grubs, right?
yep.
Your Aurelia needs to bust her TP just to get back, right? So either you guys need to commit, like this is indecision, right? You either commit to kill quick, or you leave, right? But like Lux commits, and then Sejuani's like, well, I guess I'll join in, and then Caitlyn's like, I'm trying, right? And it just doesn't go you guys' way, right? When we all know that we're getting collapsed on. So it's either the play happens quick or we call it off, right? It's either a fast play, like we instantly need to dive this guy, or we just back off. We take our losses and we get something on Camille, right?
Yep.
So we end up snuffing that dive a little bit. It's okay. Right? Camille
You
swaps
think
with
that
Kate.
was fine for me to look for this play in mid?
Which play exactly?
That I get the Syndra, cause I when I was getting to mid, I was thinking in just take her flex, but she didn't did nothing. I think.
Yeah, I think this is fine.
You see, I was walking towards the tower because I thought that she was to heal me and just flash and get away, but she just turned into Azir.
So there basically you have two options, right? You can either commit to pushing this wave, or you can roam towards mid and make a play. If you weren't playing Camille, right? I think pushing top is a little bit better, right?
Yeah.
But since you're playing Camille and you have great gank potential, I think this is fine. She's immobile. She has no flash. I think this is a good play. All right. I don't see why this play would be bad.
Okay.
I think that like if you had waited, right, and like sat in the bush and then tried to make the play after bot play had already happened, it's bad. But it's okay. A little bit awkward is after this play happens and you get the kill, you both need to leave. Right? Like this is instantly like, okay, we're done.
Okay.
Right? And the reason why is because again, we want grubs and we're down tempo now, right? Your team's already coming out of base. We want this to be pushed, which means that like we need you guys to get out of base quickly, right? And as you can tell, because we stick around, look, they almost get grubs, right?
Yeah.
Luckily for you guys, Irelia is blind. And Lux is like absolutely nuts for landing this, right? Not sure why Lee was so. I guess he smote early. But like
Started with the Ignites.
Yeah,
this
when I
comes from
started-
like Caitlyn greeting for an extra wave and you greeting to stay, right?
yeah. In this moment in the fight, we were so unsure about what to do. I know that in this moment of the game, I'm really strong and I
Mhm.
wanted to look for a fight, but I think how can I say that? We were late to do
Yeah,
a
you're late to the play,
decision.
and the
We
reasoning
just
is
make the decision when we saw the Lee Sin half HP, you know?
so the reasoning that you're late, right, is because look when your entire team resets, you get a kill here, you can't push this wave, right? This is
Right.
now Camille's wave. Camille needs to kill base, right? And you should be coming out mid to take Azir's spot, right?
Yeah.
If you come out mid here, right? If you're already based and walking out a few seconds behind Lux, Grubs is a lot easier, no?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you really lose anything for not taking this wave?
No. No.
Is Ezreal going to lose something if Camille comes and walks down?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly, right? It's a team game. Like I know solo queue, it's like, hey, I want to get everything I can, but right now this is the objective, right? So when we're wasting time taking waves, right, or fighting
Yeah.
after a play's over, right?
I
Because
was trying
there's
to
no way you're winning this, right?
no, I wasn't looking for a fight. I know that they can't kill me. I was just trying to take the minions and then get away.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like we're greeting for creeps. Like why do we need to take
Yeah, yeah,
these?
sure.
You know what I mean? Like Caitlyn should be based already. You should be walking to go base because you have a wave to go collect, right?
Yeah.
And Azir obviously needs to base immediately, right? And then these grubs are a lot less sketchy, right? But
I
luckily Lux clutches this up really hard, right?
I think that even if the Lee Sin don't die, if even if the Lee Sin take the first grubs, I think we should have looked for this fight because we are so much
Oh
stronger
yeah,
than them.
100%, right? It's good to look for the fight. Like if you're using tempo for an objective and people are taking something from you, you can still fight them, right? It's
Yeah.
a totally fine strategy if someone's going to get Baron to just fight them after the Baron, right? Same thing goes for Grubs and any other early objective, right? You can fight after a Drake, right? Now, the part that I'm frustrated with for this game happens later, right? So right now, this is great. The only thing I would really say is it would be awesome if Syndra was stupid and tried to lane topside, but other than that, it's totally fine, right? Camille has really strong gank potential on mid, right? Caitlyn Lux have permanent push. There's a tower with plates ready for Caitlyn to soak up, right? We're taking Dragon, so Azir's where he needs to be, right? So, right? It's after this that I get a little bit confused, right? So like we three person mid, which is fine. This is all okay. We're ARAMing a bit. Then you guys both recall, and then Caitlyn goes top. Why would you go top?
Because of the, I forget the name of the objective, but the,
Herald.
yeah, Herald.
Yeah, but why aren't you mid?
Because of zero TP.
Why did Azir TP?
Why did he TP?
Yeah. Like, why do you need to TP here?
Not sure.
I don't know.
I mean, like, you're collecting a wave here. Sure, you can TP here, but after this wave, you need to go collect top, right? This is Caitlyn's lane. She wants to take this tower. She's so big. Why don't we want her in mid?
Yeah, I see.
And then why are we sending her alone to the long lane where there's nothing to take? Right? Like,
See.
what can Caitlyn do here? She can't do anything. So we waste.
True.
Too much tempo.
Look how long it takes us to move Caitlyn to our team. Like, she's massive. Look at her go. It's a highlight reel. Finally, we send Caitlyn mid, right?
Yeah.
But like plates are already gone by the time we figured it out. That's the only thing I really wanted to say to you guys.
Yeah, I see. I
Okay.
see.
All right, this is great. We see the commit on bot lane. We don't waste our TPs. We say, hey, we can just take your shit. We're sieging, right?
Yeah. I have
Great.
a question right now. Do you think it's good to, like, they surrender, but do you think it was good to take the inhibitors or not?
Um.
In this time of game.
So
Yeah.
yes and
I
no.
don't. Yeah. Because
So
we are much
are you gonna
stronger
end the
than
game in the next 5 minutes?
probably.
Yeah, take it. Right? If you're gonna end the game,
Uh,
take it.
I don't.
Because
Yeah, you can continue.
yeah,
I will
so
ask.
like if you're gonna end the game, it's fine, right? Because the biggest downside, right, to taking an inhib is the argument that you lose farm, right?
Yeah.
So the thing is that does farm really matter if you end the game with this kind of gold, a 10k gold lead in the next 5 minutes? Like, if you guys just group up and play the way you're supposed to and use the power of Lux and Sejuani, who on their team can absorb a Sejuani R or a Lux Q, right? You just
Yeah.
use that power, dive them under turret, kill them, take the towers, and end the game, right? The game's over.
Yep.
So like
Yep.
it's okay to take it in this situation, but if you're not going to end the game in the next like 5 minutes or some shit, yeah, then you start thinking, hey, maybe I shouldn't take the inhib, right?
Okay. So in
I have
I
a
want to
question.
go back in the review.
Sure.
I have a question because in the Herald moment where I think we have a split in the mindset of the team because I don't know who say that, but someone say that we shouldn't look for the T1 mid and go for the T1 side. But uh, me and more two people disagreed and say that we think that T1 mid is more important than T1 side. So we think that it would
So
be good for you to bring this for us.
yeah, sure. So ideally, right, going into this push, right, if you are top here, right, so like you can take that turret, great. Then if you go top, like you are, what you want to do is what I like to call long balling. So like you guys play football, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So like there's short passes, right? And then there's like through passes, like long passes, yeah?
Yeah.
So you want to long ball the wave, right, to give time. Right? So you push the wave deep and then it gives you time to move mid, right?
Yeah.
So in this situation, you're strong enough to push deep. So you push deep, you come down to mid, right? Use your ult, use your engage with Caitlyn, they're dead, right? Someone is forced to collect this wave, right? Because you pushed it deep and you're strong enough to do so.
Yeah.
So that's we would be playing for this turret, right? And that's how we do it. If that answers
So,
your question.
but I think the question is it's more in general. Uh,
Sure. I might have misunderstand.
in the most of the games, what what tower should be our priority?
Normally you want to try and take, the outers, if that makes sense. It depends on the type of comp you're playing. So like a split push comp, right? The most important towers for you to take are these towers, right?
Yeah.
If your goal is split pushing, no one gives a shit about mid, right? But when you unlock these towers, right, and you keep these towers up, that's like the two sides of the coin. You want your tower up and you want their tower down, right? It unlocks your split pusher because they have safety that the other person doesn't have, right?
Sure.
The worst thing that could happen if you're playing a split push comp is they take your turret, right? Because then you have this like awkward long lane that is unsafe.
Yeah. Sure.
So the thing is that in terms of priority for turrets, it's normally the like outermost turret should be like your focus. But you can pressure multiple turrets at once, right? So like
Yeah.
you're applying pressure here on this turret, which makes someone answer, which means that you're freed up to move. to then apply pressure. But the end goal is always here, right?
Okay.
And if for whatever reason, right, they try and like commit mid, right? They bring Ezreal, they bring, the gang, and they try and commit mid, suddenly your goal opens up, right? Either you TP or you answer with turret. If your team's deciding to counter engage, right? And you're fighting, then you TP. If your team's just backing out and you're like, hey, I have turret here if you guys can get out, right? And they're able to get out, you just take turret. Very simple.
Yeah.
Right?
That's it.
But if you're playing for this turret, right, you push deep, you rotate mid.
In a normal situation, I would do that for sure, but I didn't felt that they needed to me to move the mid. In this game, essentially, I think that we could do take the mid and the top.
Yeah, no, you can. The only problem here is like Azir needs to be careful, right?
And and in this moment, I think that okay, we take the T1 mid. Now the priority is the T2 sides.
Yeah. I mean, like,
It is
the
both.
thing is, right? So, like, we take T1 mid and we use Herald, right? At this point, with Caitlyn and 6 grubs, right? You just take whatever you can until people answer you, no?
Okay.
Right? Like, you can just walk down and hit this turret. If you're literally killing Ezreal right now, like, there's no need to, like, change the plan, right? You already have man advantage, no? Like, who are they coming with? Right? And if Lee Sin didn't show up here, and Lee Sin didn't show up here, Azir, right, to collect your gold and your waves, you can just hang out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't need to walk up to this wave because now we're showing on 3 different locations, so they know you're alone. All right, and that's how this ends up going sideways for you. But like they try and dive in Azir, it's probably not going to work out for him. But other than that, like that's the main thing, right? Is like at the end of the day, you guys are so ahead that like yeah, Camille, you can just kill the Ezreal, right? Because they tried to match you with Ezreal,
Yeah.
right? Same thing with like mid. You have Herald down, 2 dead, just push down mid. No need to overcomplicate.
Okay.
Right? In more like harder situations, let's say, Irelia is pretty strong, right? And they're matching you and there's 3 on mid wave and they're clearing under tower, right? In that case, right? The same thing happens, right? You push in deep with one of your side laners and then you rotate over, right? And when you rotate over, your other side laner, right, can go collect their wave. And then that side laner gets to try and push in deep, right? And then once they push in deep, they run mid. And then Camille goes and catches her wave. And she goes to push in deep, right? All the while you have 4 here at all times, right? With TP on the way. And when you have 4, right, and you can see, oh, this person's catching the wave and this person's pushing the wave, they have 3 here, man advantage, yeah, kill them. Does that make sense? Or am I like
Yeah.
talking too fast?
Yeah, it makes.
Makes
Makes
sense.
sense.
All right, cool. All right. Let's how much time do we have left?
I don't know.
Uh
I can go one more.